Today on People Now, Olympic star Simone Biles' brother accused of triple murder. We have details.
Look out, everyone. Brad Pitt is rocking some new ink.
New love for Pete Davidson. Find out who the SNL star is hanging with in Italy.
So get on the stage and play, boys.
Country trio Midland have new music, and they're telling us what they're excited for fans to hear.
We met at a party, and she told me your name.
Plus, Jordan McGraw is here with details about his new single with Sarah Hyland and tour with the Jonas Brothers.
It's all live today on People Now. Happy Friday.
Woo! Oh man, moment of silence for that dance.
No, it was great. We're trying to get the Friday dance off going again.
How you feeling about Friday? Come on.
Yeah, we're excited. We made it.
Welcome to People Now. It's good to see you. Weekend plans?
I'm going to Wisconsin
That's
for
going
Labor Day
home.
weekend. Yeah. What about you?
We're low key. We're hanging out. We have friends out of town, and their place has a pool, and so we're house sitting in their pool. I don't know.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's like just super low key. Honestly, I feel like I need this weekend to just be relaxing.
Yeah.
No stress. I don't want to think about it, and this is perfect for me.
Yeah, a little fam time.
Little fam time.
Enjoy
You'll be
it.
on the farm with the fam.
I'll be riding horses with my family. So.
Be careful out there.
I know. I did get trampled by horses like last year.
Facts. Facts are facts.
Yeah.
We don't
But I'm
never
gonna be
forget.
very careful, Jeremy.
We're jumping right into today, guys. Actually, we're starting on a very serious note with a pretty shocking developing story. People has confirmed that gymnast Simone Biles' brother has been charged with a triple murder in Ohio related to a shooting that took place on New Year's Eve. Tevin Biles Thomas is charged with murder, voluntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and perjury. It's according to a statement from the Cleveland police. According to the statement, the shooting took place at a New Year's Eve party at 11:30 p.m. when an uninvited group entered the home and an altercation ensued between the group and guests. Gunfire broke out, multiple people were shot, 3 of whom died: Devontae Johnson, Deshaun Banks, and Devon Gibson. Now, the statement alleges that police conducted an investigation and identified Tevin Biles Thomas as a shooter in the incident. Jail records from the Liberty County Sheriff's Office show Biles Thomas' bond has not been set. NBC reports that Biles Thomas is on active duty with the Army. Now, reps for Simone Biles, a 4-time gold medalist, did not immediately return People's request for comment. The Cuyahoga County prosecutor said in the release, quote, "The relentless persistence of Cleveland police homicide detectives helped secure an indictment in this case. It is through their hard work that we can begin to seek justice for these victims." It's unclear at this time if Biles Thomas has entered a plea deal. Guys, as we said, it's a developing story. We're going to continue to update you as we learn more details. Now we switch gears to this. Big news here, guys. Brad Pitt has got some fresh ink. The actor debuted a new tattoo at the Venice Film Festival, peeking out on his inner bicep from under the sleeve of his t-shirt, and we all took note.
We spotted it. The mysterious design shows a man's silhouette standing over his shadow. It's positioned next to a quote from a poem by Rumi that reads, "There exists a field beyond all notions of right and wrong. I will meet you there." Now, it's a tattoo he got with his now ex-wife Angelina Jolie in honor of their 2014 wedding. While it's unclear what the new ink represents, fans have speculated it could be an ode to 2008's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Brad starred in that movie. Or fans think it could be inspired by his character in 1998's Meet Joe Black.
One of my favorite movies.
So we're hoping it's that one.
I'm saying it's that one.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go with that one.
The tattoo adds to his growing collection. It also includes the first initials of each family member, his ex-wife's birthday, a set of lines designed by Angelina, an outline of Otzi the Iceman, and the word Invictus. There's a lot going on
we're on Brad
here.
Pitt's tattoo watch here. Now, Brad is at the Venice Film Festival this week. It's seen as the unofficial beginning of Oscar season. Brad's space thriller, Ad Astra, premiered at the festival on Thursday.
Yeah, in that movie, Brad plays astronaut Roy McBride, who blasts into deep space on a mission to save the world and find his long-lost astronaut father, played by Tommy Lee Jones. Now, in a press conference, Brad opened up about what the movie meant to him, revealing that he sees it as a commentary on masculinity, which is kind of an interesting take.
Now, he adds that he and director James Gray both grew up in an era where we were asked to be strong, and there's a value in that, but also a barrier because you're hiding some of those things you feel ashamed of.
Wow, it's a really interesting kind of take on the whole
Sounds
thing.
like a really good movie.
Brad's having a busy year, guys. Also starred in this summer's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, as you know, and earlier this month, a source told People that Brad has worked very hard on himself to be a better, healthier person and to be the best dad possible since his 2016 split from Angelina Jolie. The former couple, of course, shares 6 children together, ranging in age from 11 to 18. Daughters Zahara, Shiloh, and Vivian, and sons Maddox, Pax, and Knox.
And the Venice Film Festival runs from August 28th to September 7th, and Ad Astra hits theaters on September 20th.
All right, let's move on to this. People has confirmed that the Real host, Jeannie Mai, and rapper Jeezy are officially dating. Last week, the new couple stepped out for date night at the inaugural Snowball Gala to raise funds for Jeezy's nonprofit. It's called Street Dreams. A rep for Jeezy confirmed the news, adding that the couple walked into the event arm in arm and were all smiles throughout that night.
Very happy. Jeannie supported her man from the audience as he received his second Phoenix Award for his contributions to Atlanta's youth. She wore a gorgeous white dress that glowed just as much as she did, while Jeezy looked dapper with a black and white suit and bow tie.
Yeah, the two first sparked dating rumors back in January when Malika Hawk shared a photo on her Instagram of Jeannie and Jeezy, along with Malika and her boyfriend OT Genesis, Lori Harvey, and singer Trey Songz. 1 week later, on an episode of The Real, Jeannie said this, quote, Jeezy and I hang out. He's very special to me, so we don't really have a label to define what it is we're doing. We're just having a good time together.
Okay, well, Jeannie actually stopped by the studio back in June. Our guest host, Mako, and I asked if she and Jeezy were still hanging out at that time. Watch this.
That's one thing I've learned is just like keeping it to myself. It's a big year for me, so when something exciting happens, I promise I'll be able
You'll
to share.
stop by People Now and tell us?
Yes,
Okay.
I will
You're
do
having
that.
fun, you're dating.
Yeah, I'm having a good time, and most of all, like I learned what self-love is about, so now I know how to recognize what's healthy out there.
So she was a little coy back then, didn't want to define it, but
Yeah.
it seems like now it's actually a thing.
It is the thing. This is Jeannie's first relationship following her split from her estranged husband after 10 years of marriage. We, of course, wish them all the best.
Yes. All right. In more potential new couple news, Pete Davidson and Margaret Qualley were spotted together in Italy amid rumors that they are dating. They reportedly arrived at Venice's Marco Polo Airport on Thursday. Onlookers reported they were laughing together, looked like a couple, though there wasn't any PDA.
PDA watch, though. it's out there. The two are expected to make their red carpet debut together at the Venice Film Festival. Qualley appears in Amazon Seberg, which debuts at the festival on Friday. She's the daughter of actress Andie MacDowell and model Paul Qualley. Andie was just in for one of her projects. And I'll tell you, she was amazing. She talked a little bit about Margaret and all the things that
We
she's
should have
working
pressed her on the Pete
on.
news, right?
If only we had known.
Yeah, but we didn't know at the time, so
Yeah.
it's fine. Reports of Pete dating Margaret come on the heels of his breakup from actress Kate Beckinsale. Sources confirmed to People at the end of April that the two had split after dating for nearly 4 months.
According to the source, things between them ended amicably, and it didn't work out because of the long-distance nature of their relationship.
Yeah, which is hard. Now, this time last year, Pete was still engaged to Ariana Grande. They were also living together in New York City, but would go on to call off the engagement in October. A source telling People at the time their whirlwind romance was, quote, too much too soon. The source added that the decision to split was a mutual choice.
Well, guys, we don't really want to fully admit this. It is Labor Day weekend, which means that we
Yes.
are officially nearing the end of summer.
Okay, Jeremy, we still have 25 days left of summer.
Yeah,
officially.
okay.
September
You do-
23rd. is the
September
last
23rd,
day,
so we're
and we
hanging
keep
on.
saying it. But we want to know which emojis sum up your weekend plans. Is it a day at the beach, backyard barbecue with lots of summer snacks, relaxing at home and doing absolutely nothing, or maybe you're not sad at all about the end of summer and you're already sipping your pumpkin spice latte?
Stop it
Vote
with
for
this
your pick
pumpkin
or
spice.
tweet us with the hashtag #PeopleNow.
All right, stay with us, guys. Baby Archie just celebrated a big milestone with mom and dad, Meghan and Harry. We've got all the details. Plus, remember this Teen Choice Awards performance with Sarah Hyland and Jordan McGraw? Well, we're going to be joined by Jordan live to talk about that, his new single, touring with the Joe Bros, and so much more. That's coming up. All right, a New Hampshire mom is fighting to keep her longtime vanity license plate. It reads, ready for this? Pee before we go.
Get it?
I do get it. Is it worth a fight? I don't know, but
I
here
don't
we
know,
go.
but here we go. Yes, Wendy Ozier of Rochester, New Hampshire, has had her customized license plate for 15 years. That's according to Seacoast Online. The initials obviously stand for the phrase "pee before we go." Something Wendy says is a common phrase used by parents before getting in the car with their children.
Yes,
You hear me, right?
True. They
You say that?
We go potty before we go, but yeah, can't fit potty on the plate. So. The state of New Hampshire prohibits vanity plates with references to excretory acts.
Yeah.
That's the rule. So the New Hampshire Department of Motor Vehicles has recently asked Wendy to turn in her plates.
Getting dramatic. Wendy tells Seacoast Online that she jumped on it when New Hampshire increased its plate character limit from 6 to 7.
Oh, she's been waiting.
Ready. She says the plates often catch the attention of other motorists who honk out of enjoyment or ask to take pictures, so it's pretty popular.
People love it.
Yeah.
But since receiving the recall, Wendy has questioned why her plate was targeted, especially since she's never received any complaints about its contents. Is it that racy? I don't know. I guess rules are rules.
I just think just let her have the plate.
In my mind, after
Yeah?
it's issued, that's where they should have caught it. And after
You
that,
think
it's like,
rules
sorry.
are rules?
Well, no, I'm saying like if they issued it, they issued it.
Yes.
There it is. So you can't recall it then.
Well, Wendy has plans to fight the DMV's decision by filing an appeal over the matter, which she claims is an infringement on free speech, especially since she believes it's not offensive. Now, in a statement to Seacoast Online, a spokesperson for the New Hampshire DMV explained that license plates are rejected when they do not conform to legal requirements set by the state legislature's administrators.
Yeah, but this was issued, apparently.
That is true, Jeremy.
To me, that's kind
You
of
should
like
get
the
involved.
gatekeeper
You're very
moment is
passionate
over.
about this.
Spokesperson also added that a plan is currently in place to recall a plate should one be issued that should not have been. But the spokesperson said they could not comment further on this case due to vehicle registrations being covered under state privacy laws.
Now, Wendy has some power in her corner, you guys. According to AP, Governor Chris Sununu said Wednesday he reached out to the division and strongly urged them to allow Wendy to keep the plate. Representatives at the New Hampshire Department of Safety and DMV did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment.
But we will stay on the beat.
Just let her have the plate.
We will
That's
let
what
you
I
know
say.
what happens. We're continuing to spotlight all the hottest fall fashion trends this week, from clothes to accessories. There is a look to suit every style and, by the way, every budget. It's all brought to you by Old Navy. All right, next up on our list of trends to watch out for: necklaces on more necklaces.
Yeah, so we caught onto this trend when actress Sistine Stallone stopped by our show. Look at this gold on gold layering perfection. It's classy yet edgy, bold but not cheesy, and she rocked this.
Then there's Busy Phillips, who always has fun with her style. She isn't afraid to mix materials, textures, thickness, or colors when she's layering her necklaces. Very playful look there.
Yeah, Gigi Hadid is another one of our necklace inspirations. The chunkier, the better. She's giving new meaning to the phrase, go big or go home. All right, this next one may sound a little out there, but hear us out. Pajamas in public. All right?
Love the idea.
Well, it might sound frumpy to some people, but it's all about how you style it. Take Chrissy Teigen, who paired a matching set with chic sunglasses, heels, and a bold red lip.
That's a great look, actually.
Yeah.
In addition to styling, proportions do matter, guys. Vanessa Hudgens went with an oversized pajama-inspired top and equally as flowy trousers for a luxe, opulent, expensive vibe.
Yeah, cha-ching. And all right, we'll admit, head-to-toe prints might be a little too loud for the average person, but anyone can take a cue from Zendaya and embrace a bold color pattern and at least one PJ piece. Love this look.
All right, last, certainly not least though, this is a fall staple every year. 2019, no different. We're talking about the perfect denim jacket. You gotta have the denim. Jada Pinkett Smith can basically do no wrong. This is no exception. Her denim jackets are cute, they're stylish, they pair well with sweaters or heels for a totally versatile look, I have noticed.
Yeah, Lucy Hale and Emily Ratajkowski know that oversized denim packs a punch. Whether it's a long coat, a duster, or something in between, this silhouette is a game changer. And we can't move on without giving a shout out to K-pop superstars BTS, who are the definition of cool in basically everything they do, and denim is no different. Whether it's light wash or dark wash, on stage or mid-flight, they own this look.
All right, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle celebrated a very important milestone with baby Archie this week. They took him to his first pub. Here to give us all the details on that and more is our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Good to see you, Imogen.
Hello.
Breaking news.
Breaking
Yeah,
news. Look
well,
out.
the Sun reports Harry and Meghan stopped by a local pub last Sunday with baby Archie, who's 3 months old. So how'd it go? Did Archie get ID'd? What's the story
He
here?
behaved very well, apparently, and didn't cry. Yeah, they went to the Rose and Crown in Wingfield Village in Berkshire, which is a British pub with all the trimmings, specialising in traditional British food with a continental twist, and is just 5 miles from Folkmore Cottage, which is where they live.
Oh, nice.
Their special Sunday roast you can get for just $12. Harry apparently had a couple of pints of beer, while Meghan stuck to water.
Kate Middleton and Prince William returned from their annual trip to Scotland with their 3 kids on Wednesday after spending the week with the Queen. It was, of course, at Balmoral Castle.
Yeah.
What did they do while they were there?
Okay, so Balmoral Castle has been around for more than 150 years in the royal family, and it's a Scottish castle which serves as a private retreat. The royals like to entertain friends when they're up there, hold dances, picnic, and go on shooting parties.
Shooting parties?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
William and Kate also joined the Queen for church services. We see them there during their trip. Now, of course, we've got a big moment this coming week with Princess Charlotte starting school with alongside Prince George at Thomas's in Battersea. So we've got a huge photo shoot and we're looking forward to that.
These are really good pictures as well.
Well, turns out royals make their summer plans like most families do through a group chat on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah, who doesn't use
so
it?
Imogen, tell us about this.
So it was Mike Tyndall who spilled the beans on this one, as we say in the UK. He's married to the Queen's granddaughter, Zara Tyndall, and he revealed all. He said he can get an overwhelming number of messages, though, on these group chats.
Oh, wow, yeah, it can be a little daunting.
I mean, WhatsApp is known for being very secure, so that's obviously why they are all there.
Wow.
Assuming they're not going to be hacked.
I just want to know.
So
if
everyone's on it.
Yeah, everyone's on it.
I just want to know if the Queen's on there, which is.
I'm not sure about the Queen.
It's entirely possible she had her first Instagram post this year.
I do know some people who are on some of those WhatsApps with the royals, and yeah, that's the app of choice. Let's put
Okay,
it that way.
there you
Yeah.
go. All right, Wednesday, the Queen approved the suspension of the Parliament in the UK. Explain the significance of this.
Okay, this is a prime example of the Queen reigning but not ruling. She reigns but doesn't rule, that's what the expression is. She approved Prime Minister Boris Johnson's request to suspend Parliament from early September to October the 14th, just before the Brexit deadline. That's really controversial because that means that Boris has shortened the amount of time that lawmakers have to oppose his no-deal plans to leave the European Union.
Okay.
There's been a huge outcry from members of the opposition and actually even from people within his own party. On some levels, he dragged the Queen into this, but she had to do what her Prime Minister asked her to do. She's a constitutional monarch. She did what was requested.
So it's a really significant moment.
Yeah, huge.
Wow.
Huge.
All right, before we let you go, let's take a look at this video that Harry and Meghan shared on the Sussex Royal Instagram on Wednesday. Watch.
Namaskar, Meghan and Harry. We're so thankful that you chose Blink now as a force purchase. We appreciate your support.
Imogen, what is this video about?
So it's capping off their Forces for Change monthly theme on Instagram by shining a spotlight on a special cause. This was a suggestion from the public. It highlighted the Blink Now Foundation, an organisation changing the world by empowering children in Nepal. They also shared a video from some of the children benefiting from the charity.
It's really great that they're obviously, using their platform for great causes. Another thing to mention, August 31st marks the 22nd death anniversary for Princess Diana. This one is significant for special reasons. Tell us how that will be observed.
Of course, Diana, now would have had 4 grandchildren. Archie is here. And William has spoken about the importance of Granny Diana and how he's busy teaching his children about Granny Diana. And Harry, of course, will be following in his footsteps now. But yes, I think a really special one for Harry.
All right, remembering her. Thank you so much for stopping by, Imogen.
See you.
All right, guys, The Real Housewives of Potomac airs Sundays on Bravo, and before the next one premieres, we sat down with stars Candace Dillard and Karen Huger to break down what's been going on during their trip to the Cayman Islands and what is still ahead. Watch this.
In the Cayman Islands, Robin said that you're still super sensitive when it comes to Giselle. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree. I think Giselle and I have a history, and we are working through it, and I think the viewers are rooting for us and reconnect, and Giselle and I are working in that direction, but we're very real. We're not going to be phony. It's not that I'm super sensitive. I really don't care that much, to be honest, when you talk about sensitivity. What I'd like to see is the Giselle I knew many years ago, and I say that. And so this new Giselle is a new Giselle to me, and I am learning her as well, and our friendship is growing because of that.
Candace, what did you think when you heard those comments that Robin made?
I think that Robin, I have a hard time taking her seriously when it comes to anything that has to do with Giselle, because I feel like she always is on Giselle's boat.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of say, okay, girl, what's next?
So what do we think about Giselle's theory that you don't actually own the perfume? But just the face of it. That's what she kind of put out, right?
It's so sad, honestly, because I'm very supportive of all the girls. I was shocked to hear that, and she absolutely knew nothing about what she was talking about. But not only do I own it, I have a fabulous partner as well. I am the face of it. I am my brand, and I'm in Bloomingdale's. Enough said?
Yeah, enough said, right? Well, no, right?
It really is. I just think she was reaching. I think Giselle really wanted to know more about my company than she needed to. I was shocked. Giselle is doing very well in her business, and I hope that when she saw this and she saw herself, that she makes that change as well, because that's not good for women empowering women.
Mid-season trailer, Giselle says,
Oh, Giselle, she back. So guess what? Guaranteed.
do you two think there was ever really a new Giselle?
Never.
Okay.
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, because she did go to therapy and she did try to apply those things that she learned in therapy. End of the day, though, I think that it's just easier and more fun for Giselle to be messy old Giselle.
Yeah. Is there any tease you can give for what makes old Giselle come back or come out? Is there anything that happens that...
I just think jealousy makes it come out. And it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty look.
She's got some, if you can think of who her frenemies might be on the show.
Okay.
Oh,
She
wow.
has some moments with them, and that sort of evokes the crazy, the shady Giselle.
You also said that you don't think Ashley knows how to be a friend, right?
I don't.
What do you mean by that?
I think that Ashley is a product of her environment, and because of where she's come from, she just was not taught what it means to really be standing in the roots of a woman. And you can't be a friend if you're not a woman. If you're going to be a friend to someone, you have to first know who you are. I don't think she knows who she is.
Okay.
Yeah, in a preview for the next episode, Karen, we see that you get in a fight with Ashley.
You are so sideways, Karen. That's why you have no real friends,
I'm not
Karen.
Katie, step back.
I don't give a who the you are. You're Karen Huger, and I'm talking to you.
Katie is sad, but you are broken.
I have my doubts about Michael's innocence.
Contact without consent is questionable.
How dare you decide to say that
Step back, step back, step back.
What can you
Well,
tease?
let's be
going
very
forward?
clear, and this is Ashley's issue with me. I told her I needed Michael to be cleared of all charges. Those charges were dropped, so therefore we will never really know. And for me, I mean, I get the impression that Ashley really wanted us all to take her spoonful of medicine and say Michael was innocent. I can't get behind that bandwagon because it wasn't proven. It wasn't proven that he's guilty. It wasn't proven that he's innocent. It just is a question mark over his character. What I hope comes from this is that, one, Ashley learns to respect each woman's opinion in this friendship circle, but also that Michael changes. Because if she had come out and said, look, I think he was playing, he just plays like that, it would have been fine, but that's not what she did. She said he didn't do it. And other things point in another direction.
And there's also a barrage of, previous incidences and events that sort of go completely against what she's trying to push down the viewers' throats, that he didn't do.
Exactly. And for me, it was not an argument. When I say she's broken, I think, as a woman, she was broken because you see this happening and you're not holding him accountable.
Right.
And so you're broken, so I forgive you. And let me be very clear, I don't blame Ashley for any of this.
Yes.
At all. I, in fact, lift her.
Yes.
I don't tear her apart, but I certainly don't let Ashley tell me what my opinion should be. And that was why she went so left in her conversation with me.
Yeah.
What do you think it would take for you to sort of have a full reconciliation, or at least to be in a good place with Michael?
You know what? Just show me something different. Show me something different. Move on and grow from this. We all make mistakes. And just show me something different.
I'm past it.
I think she really is past it. For me, I don't give up on people. I'm like a mama bear. I'm like, okay, grow up. Do the right thing.
So you still give him a chance. He's still.
I don't.
Wow. That's your words.
You know what? I got to watch those words, but I certainly wish him well.
Okay.
And I hope he changes.
Wait, so Candace, you were saying that you wouldn't?
I'm not interested in, getting to know anything else about Michael. I think my initial relationship was with Ashley. There's like a mustard seed of hope there, maybe, if we could, get over the hump. But I have nothing good to say or think about Michael. I say the lights are off on the house for me and Ashley. The house is burned down.
Now, as a reminder, Michael Darby had been accused of grabbing and groping the butt of a cameraman on the show. The charges have been dropped due to insufficient evidence. This has been playing out on the season, but as we just saw, it looks like Karen is still questioning Michael's innocence.
We're going to have to tune into this on Sunday's episode at 8 p.m. on Bravo to see how the fight between Ashley and Karen goes down and how this story and the show continues to develop. We will be watching, but now we move on to this.
We met at a party, and she told me your name.
Quick little snippet there from Jordan McGraw's new single, Met at a Party, featuring Modern Family Sarah Hyland. Jordan's currently on the road with the Jonas Brothers for their Happiness Begins tour, but he is here live with us now. Jordan, thanks for being here, man. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for stopping by. You are on this high. You just performed at Madison Square Garden.
I know, right?
Opening for the Jonas Brothers, a show again tonight. How does it feel?
It's absolutely insane. It's Madison Square Garden. Like, I looked up at one point, it just said, they put it right up there so you can just not forget.
Yeah.
It's only your second time even there at
Yeah,
Madison Square
I saw a basketball game there 10 years ago, so it doesn't really count.
That is on, I think, every musician's wish list or bucket list is
it's
performing
top of the
MSG,
list.
right?
Yeah.
And as an opening act, you got to get the crowd totally pumped. Do you have a trick up your sleeve, or what do you do to get them really excited?
Honestly, the Jonas Brothers fans are nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's they make the job so easy. They show up early. They're ready to party. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. For fans that haven't seen the tour yet, what's one word you would use to describe it?
Happy. Yeah, it's just everybody. It's the happiness begins tour.
Right.
So
It's the word.
sounds like a
That's it.
stock
No,
answer,
it's
but
not just a marketing thing. It actually is.
no, it
happening.
really is. Like everybody backstage is happy. Everybody in the crowd is happy. Everybody on stage is happy. It's crazy.
And I imagine you, obviously, when you're touring, you're performing, you get to know people. What's something that maybe surprised you about the Jonas Brothers as you've kind of gotten to know them a little more?
They are so appreciative of everything going on that, and not that I would assume that they wouldn't be, but they're as excited about everything as I am, and I'm,
Yeah.
I've never done this, so.
Yeah.
Would we see a collab in the future? What would that look like?
It would be amazing. It'd be fun. Yeah. Joe directed my video for my first single, so.
Yeah, for Flexible,
happy,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. What was he like as a director? What was the relationship there?
We had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of the funnest video sets. We just had a bunch of crazy stuff going on.
Is it the kind of thing that you sit down and you like storyboard it? All right, here's the idea, here's the vision, and that's it? Or are you like along the way as you're shooting, like, oh, this would be a great idea, let's do this? I don't know.
It was a little bit of both. We the idea came about over a couple adult beverages. And, so some of the weird ideas came out a few cocktails in, and then once we were there, it was just kind of like, what if we did this? What if he floats?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
It's always interesting to me to know artists' first concerts. I know yours was Tina Turner, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
it was.
legendary. What was
Yeah.
that experience like, and then how did that impact you as an artist?
I still have a crush on Tina Turner.
It lasts to this day.
Yeah, she just, the energy is just nuts. It's like everybody on stage is jumping around nonstop and having fun. And I think that was like that was the first time I looked at somebody on stage and went, yeah, that's what I want to do.
It's kind of interesting, I would imagine, like every sort of musician or band that you were a fan of, in some ways, informs what you do when you take the stage, like tonight at MSG. Blink-182, you were a huge fan of them, right?
Huge.
How have they impacted your musical sensibilities?
They were the first concert I went to by myself. And so I always have this like, just heroic image of them on stage and the big swear word on fire in the back of the stage.
Yeah.
And I think I just like, with them, it's just the fun that they have. They don't take themselves seriously at all. And they're just like, the jokes are just like flying.
And it makes for like a great kind of experience for everyone, right? We found a photo of you and Travis Barker. We'll throw that here. Let's take a look. We got it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Young me, like 9 necklaces on.
Yeah, right? Well, we talked earlier about layering necklaces. There
we go. I was ahead of it.
Back.
Yeah.
Were you making music back then?
Not well.
Not well, okay.
But yeah, I was trying.
Do you remember that encounter? Did he give you advice or anything that sort of was a takeaway?
He's like the nicest dude in the world. He's like kind of intimidating looking.
Yeah.
And he gave me like 6 drumsticks just because he's like, here,
that's
here,
cool.
have that. Here, have that. I was just like, okay.
I have 6 of them.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I saw him like a year later and he remembered me, which is like, I think
He's like, do you still have the drumsticks? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you still have them?
No.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
I lose everything too, so it's just for those kind of people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm gonna need another
They're
one.
in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's talk about your single, We Met at a Party, featuring Sarah Hyland
Yeah.
from Modern Family. That's really cool.
I know, right?
So I heard that you didn't know she was a singer before she was signed on to it.
No, I'd like seen her do some like covers online or whatever. I didn't know she was as good of a singer as she is. And she heard the song and we started to talk about a feature and she was like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
So I literally like an hour later we had a studio booked.
What was your reaction when you first heard her sing on it?
She just like, when she walked in the room, it was like immediate good vibes and a hang. So it was just like from then until she started singing, until we were done, it was just like laughing and having fun. And so it was just like, yeah, this is right.
Yeah, she seems like a blast.
She does. Music video, is it happening with her?
It is.
Yeah? Is it currently in the production? Or what?
Yeah, we're working on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us a tease of what it's gonna
There will
look
be
like?
a party.
Okay, shocker.
Makes sense.
Some people will meet at it. No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just gonna be, it's just like, we're trying to go as visually fun as possible without making it look like a fake party.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
that's a trick.
what's the release date? Any ballpark?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Is Wells gonna be a part of it? We love those two.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came to the show last night.
Oh, they did?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she popped up on stage. So maybe it'll happen again.
What were fans' reactions when she popped up? I'm sure they went wild.
Yeah, it was like the loudest it's been on the whole tour. So, well, for me at least.
Not to go way down a rabbit hole, are you a Bachelor fan? Because let me just tell you, if like they walked in, I might be more pumped to talk to Wells because like Bachelor
It's funny.
stuff.
I like take pictures with people after the shows, and the number of people that ask if I know Wells is crazy.
It's Sarah Hyland.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like,
Okay.
No, right. And she's amazing, and I would be
like,
honored
wow,
to
no,
speak
but
to her.
the
But like,
Bachelor
I have so
fan
many
base.
questions for him.
he's
Yeah.
awesome. He's like extremely funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You guys performed at the Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah.
That must have been pretty surreal. It was
Yeah.
her first time ever performing live, right? So how did that go? Were you guys nervous?
It was such a whirlwind because I was in Florida. We played a show. I got immediately on an airplane, flew overnight, got there. We rehearsed it for the first time, did it, and then I left.
Man, the nerves, just thinking about that, for me, it's like, oh, I would want like a really solid rehearsal and all that. What was the vibe for you two before, like backstage, pregame?
I'm like, I love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was just like, again, with her, it's always like smiles and laughs and jokes and stuff. So we just like laughed about how wrong it could have gone or could go. And then it happened and it was like, oh,
It worked.
that could have been a disaster, you know, but it was amazing and we had a blast.
That's great.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Some people may not know this. Your dad is Dr. Phil. We had him on recently.
Love Dr. Phil.
We love him. Did he influence your music taste growing up?
My taste, see, that's, everybody asks if he influenced my like performing. No, but my taste, yeah, we always had music playing in the house. So from like Led Zeppelin to like, we always played Dead Man's Curve all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So he's got good musical sensibilities, right?
Yeah,
Like-
he can't clap on beat or play the radio. Like,
but he listens to good stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then, of course, everyone probably also asks, like, what's he like as a dad? Look, there's this idea, right, that he's psychoanalyzing you
Yeah,
constantly.
no, his tricks don't work on me.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
You're too smart for that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Is he coming to your concerts? and
He was there
everything?
last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna be there tonight.
I
That's-
imagine he knows a lot about being in the public eye as well.
Yeah.
So did he give you any advice? What does he tell you about dealing with all that now that you're rising to fame?
Just to have fun and not worry about what people think. You know, it's like, I don't care what somebody wants to say if it's negative. If they want to hang out and be positive, awesome. But, you know, somebody's always going to have something bad to say. So don't
That's
worry
good
about
advice. Kind of
Yeah.
do you, right?
it. Yeah,
Like, let
exactly.
it-
You're not going to make everybody happy.
yeah. You're obviously busy doing this tour, but new music in the works?
I've got a lot of new music in the can.
Yeah.
And the cool part about tour is like, I get to test it out every night. So I think the crowd has already kind of picked the next single, which is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just kind of like every night that one goes off. So it's obvious
great.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so happy for you.
Thank
It's like
you.
you're having such a blast. All right, time for a little game. We're bringing out the
I'm
People
in.
Now wheel for you. You ready for this?
Here it comes.
Yep.
So each color block is labeled with a different category. Whichever block you land on, we'll ask you a question from that category. Ready?
All right.
Categories are career, love, party, and miscellaneous. Spin away.
Here we
Do it.
go.
All right, let's see.
I have one of these at home.
We're doing random. All right, this one comes with a picture. The question is, glasses or no glasses? Do we have the photo? Wait, is it there? Hold on, let's just skip it. How about this? What's your favorite way to wind down?
Tequila.
Tequila. Any,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here we go.
there we go.
Glasses or no glasses?
Oh, no glasses. Yeah.
That was in fact random, so
Yeah.
good. Spin again, here we go. Career.
All right, fill in the blank. If I had to choose another career, it would be.
Candy maker.
Oh.
Wow, I love not even a split second.
No.
Yeah. Wait, is this
no,
something you've thought about?
100%. Yeah.
What kind of candy are you
I
really
would
into?
want to like specifically. I would want to name the candy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you named candy before?
No, but I just like, you know, like I don't know.
What was it?
Things like in Willy Wonka, like those kind of names. I would.
Got it.
Right?
This should have been under the random category. I would have never expected that from you, and how specific it was. I'm blown away right now.
I love candy.
Okay.
Never had a cavity though.
Never had a cavity.
No.
Loves candy.
Nice.
We have time for one
All
more.
right, one
All right,
more.
let's do
This can only get better. I can't, like, what are we gonna find out next that I can never guess? Oh boy, random. Ooh, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Here we go.
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, I love LA. That's a bad answer. I gotta pick somewhere I don't live, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's gotta be good after you say
This is one of those ones. Yeah, I know, right? It's one of those ones where I'm gonna answer, and then 30 minutes later I'm gonna go, oh,
should have said that one.
Yeah.
How about this? Where's your have you vacationed? That's maybe your favorite spot.
Cabo.
Like, Cabo, yeah.
Yeah, I love Cabo.
All right.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yep.
Move to Cabo. That's where you can live.
There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you for
Good morning,
joining us, man.
thank
It's really
you.
good to
Thank
talk
you
to
so
you.
much.
You can catch Jordan on the Jonas Brothers Happiness Begins tour and check out his new single, Met at a Party, featuring Sarah Hyland. Check it out.
All right, after a couple of Grammy noms and hit singles for 2017's On the Rocks, country trio Midland is back. Their sophomore album, Let It Roll, is available everywhere right now.
And we sat down with the guys to break down the style and the songs. Watch this. Congrats on the new album, just nominated again. CMA nominations, two of them, which is really incredible. How did that feel to find out?
Carson Daly told us today, which was, we all kind of came up on TRL, and that was pretty wild. But every time we come to New York, we found out about the Grammy nominations when we were in New York doing, I think, also the Today Show.
Yeah.
So there's some good juju going on when it comes to the Today Show. So thank you. We can't take any credit for it.
All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the video for one of your new songs. It's Playboys. Watch this.
Get on the stage and play, boys.
Very quick look.
Wow.
Get us to write some more of your music and we'll play one. Look, they're on the road. You said that you've incorporated the kind of feel of your live shows into this new album. Can you explain how that plays into the music and that vibe?
This really is kind of a documentary of, what we've been doing for the last 3.5 years. With the success of our debut album, On the Rocks, it provided us with both the opportunity and then the challenges of being on the road. And then, trying to find the time while you're on this kind of gruesome schedule to record a new album and to go and write the songs. So you're going to end up writing mostly about kind of what you're going through. And for us, we're a band on the road. And this album, for the most part, is truly kind of pulled from the pages of our life.
Cameron and Jess, both married, have kids. Mark, engaged.
Yeah.
What are we looking forward to the most about, I guess, getting married?
What's great about right now is it just seems like we have nothing but kind of celebrating to do. It feels like we've been putting in so much hard work, and now with the new album, we get to go and present this music live. And then, sometime next year, we're going to get to find my beautiful fiance and I. There's all of us together. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get out and celebrate. We're going to probably try to do it at my family's ranch out in Arizona. And this band, the whole concept of it really started, and I guess the seed was planted at Cameron's wedding up in Jackson Hole. And, anytime you get to stop and celebrate with your family and friends, it's going to be amazing.
Also very exciting, you're expecting a baby girl.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you think that's going to change everything?
Man, I think that's just part of life. You're always hopefully evolving, and you're always growing, and there's so much going on, and our lives have changed so much. And I don't know. I think with that, I'm kind of perfectly adapted, or in that perfect kind of place where I'm so used to everything being kind of crazy anyhow. Why not just throw a kid in there?
Yeah, right. I can't wait to talk to you in like a year.
I can't wait. I've got to see these guys go through it, and I don't have to go too far. I can just reach across the bunks and ask for advice.
Yeah, what have you learned about fatherhood through them?
They're great dads. Just to give yourself and to try to give love. And
you guys are going to be groomsmen, right? And we heard that you have said that or maybe you guys said that he's a groomzilla. Is that a thing? Is that happening?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
This is my time to shine.
Okay, right, yeah. Is that something, I mean, what's on your must-have list when it comes to the wedding?
Oh, I think we want to actually do kind of the opposite. We want to really do it, just keep it simple. We want it to be about family, friends. We're definitely going to have a big old bar. My family owns a bar restaurant just down the street. And I want to have my friends out there playing music, and if you want to go barefoot at our wedding, please do it.
All right, let's talk about your style a little bit. We were talking a little bit before. You don't have a stylist, never had one. So among you three, who kind of takes the reins with that? Or is it you're all just in it?
I mean, everybody dresses themselves.
But you guys always have a theme and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about what
Not
palette
always.
we want to talk. We really just kind of...
We'll let it roll. Today, I asked Jess, I was like, Jess, can I borrow your pants? and your suit. And he goes, I can't give you the whole suit. I can only give you half. So I'm wearing Jess's pants for the suit. But if you look at it together,
I see what you're doing here.
See this?
Yeah.
See this?
Friendship.
It looks better.
I'm wearing their underwear.
What, I guess, is the takeaway from working with him? What's something we'd be surprised to know about Dennis Quaid?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Like,
It's
what you
exactly
see is what you get.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lonely was not written about Dennis Quaid or his characters on screen, but when the opportunity came up to work with him, it was legendary status. It was so serendipitous because Mr. Lonely could have been the theme song to any number of characters that he played in the 80s and 90s. You know, this kind of charming, kill him with a smile, Lothario. He was incredibly collaborative and willing to do just about I mean, he wanted to do all of his own stunts, and there's stuff where we were throwing our stuntman, who happened to be a buddy of ours, through candy glass windows, breaking. He was like, just light me on fire, guys. We were like, honestly, we really can't. Like, we can't be responsible for lighting Dennis Quaid
on fire,
crotch on fire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Damaging him.
He was the hardest worker on set.
You guys have worked with a lot of amazing artists. I mean, Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, you opened for them in the past. What's something you remember about that, or something that's interesting about them that maybe other people wouldn't know?
They're just real. You know, they're real about their priorities in life, which is family, and they do a great job of doing that. And yeah, to maintain that kind of level of realness when you're that big of a star, it's definitely something to look up towards.
Yeah. You are kicking off your global Let It Roll tour in support of this album and everything at Terminal 5, September 17th in New York. What can fans expect from that?
We're a band that prides ourselves on our live show. It's something that we take very seriously, and we put a lot of thought and energy into. We don't play to tracks, not disparaging anybody who does, but what you see on stage, that's the music that we're playing. And it's throwback in that respect. And look, it's a hell of a Friday night out. I think it's Friday, and Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because if it's a Monday, it's still going to feel like a Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you
That's
definitely
what you
won't be
can
going to work the
expect.
next day.
So last thing, we're gonna play a quick round of People Now Confess Sesh.
Get ready.
We have these little slips of paper in here, so all you have to do is pick out a slip of paper and then answer away.
Most embarrassing thing to happen to you on stage or in the public eye? Oh, man. Cameron should have gotten this one. Here, I'm going to pass this one to Cameron, and then I'll do
I
another
split my pants in half on stage at the Ryman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd it
right
happen?
down the
Like
center. Doing a high kick. Yeah.
That'll
Right
happen
there,
with
right
a
in
high
the
kick.
middle, all the way to the back. So that was pretty embarrassing.
The one piece of clothing you would never want to wear. Wool against my skin, against my bare skin.
What are your thoughts on country artists that go pop?
Ooh. Oh wow. This is
a loaded question because I mean, today the landscape of country music, so much of it already has gone pop, and it's been that's been going on for a long time. If it's good music, and if it's compelling to the artist, and they're making it because it's compelling, and they're not just making it to try to sell units and to chart, then it's fine. Because good music, there's people have said on this album that there's a pop mentality, I guess, and I think in a lot of ways I look at pop as just being very successful music.
Makes sense. You guys, we love you. We love your music. Thank you so much for sharing everything
Thank
with
you,
us.
guys.
And remember, their new album, Let It Roll, is available everywhere now. You can make sure to check that out.
All right, guys, we've been asking you which emojis sum up your Labor Day weekend plans in our People poll. Let's take a look. I'm curious which one's gonna win.
Oh, sleep?
Oh, people are gonna do nothing.
Just relax.
Spin and relax.
Also, we're not not many people. I thought there would be more like barbecue,
I thought
hot
so
dogs,
too.
hamburgers. Not
I'm
so
gonna be
much.
doing, I think, the first one.
You know what gives me
Going to
hope?
beach.
Wait. Keep it up for a second.
Oh.
Look at the fourth one. 11%. That gives me hope for humanity. People aren't ready for the pumpkin spice yet. Just pump the brakes.
I know. Chill out. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And you 11%.
We'll be asking you a new question of
Take
the
it
day
easy.
next week on People Now, so tune in for that, where it's still going to be summer.
It's still going to be summer. Coming up next week, we're joined by actor Tony Hale. He'll be here to give us the scoop on his new Netflix show, Archibald's Next Big Thing.
Plus, country singer Ryan Hurd will be here to talk about his new EP and married life with Mary Morris. Thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Zara Larson. Have a happy and safe Labor Day weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, I'm singer-songwriter Zara Larson, and this is one last thing. My last big splurge was a bag. The last country I visited was, if not here, I was in Norway. The last song I had stuck in my head was Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Duh.